Thank you all for listening to A Fool's Quest. As an additional way to connect with us and to help support the show, you can become a member of the official A Fool's Quest Patreon. All of our subscription tiers include ad-free episodes and access to a Patreon Discord channel. And membership comes with other privileges, including ad-free episodes, early access to new episodes, A Fool's Quest art, music and world lore, merchandise giveaways, Discord perks and status, bonus episodes, and behind-the-scenes content you won't get anywhere else. Presently, all proceeds will be reinvested right back into the show, bringing you even more of the quality content we've enjoyed sharing with you so far. And if Patreon just isn't your thing, no worries. You can still enjoy the same foolishness every Friday, just as you have been. Patreon is completely a bonus for those who would like to directly support the show and connect with the cast. To check out the Patreon details as well as subscription tiers and benefits, just go to patreon.com/A Fool's Quest or follow the link on our homepage at afoolsquest.com. And remember, stay safe, we love you all, and most importantly, stay foolish. Background music and ambience brought to you in part by Midnight Syndicate. Music for the imagination and the perfect musical accompaniment for the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In a world that is not what it seems, and where people are not who they appear to be, where puns run rampant through the streets, and it's hard to tell who the real monsters are. Three heroes fight to keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart, and to keep Tim and Terry from getting even more screwed. Now, let's join the Sir Thadeus Trebilcock, the wild magic sorcerer, Malphaedor, the fallen Aasimar Oathbreaker, and the half-satyr, half-halfling bard, Nastly, as they band together in their enduring pursuit of A Fool's Quest.
When last we left our heroes,
Dun, dun, dun.
they did a whole bunch of shit in this season. This is pretty much the end of the season.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if you are listening and this is the very first episode you chose to listen to, then
Bad idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking start from
thanks.
the beginning.
Welcome.
Yes.
But
Literally anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm not doing a recap. Just fucking listen to the entire previous season. And
It's so worth it.
it'll get you to the here.
All right, I apologize. I'm really, really sorry.
All
We
right.
did lots of dumb things.
And you're going to do more.
yeah.
Always.
Matter
So,
of personal pride.
so you guys open the most inner secretist vault of Thorkillin, the Thorkillin, and cue dramatic music. All right, so you guys open it up, and there are 7 pedestals standing there, each with a book or a scroll on, and they are all spread out in front of you. What do you guys do?
Should we just take all the books at this point?
No, I still don't think we should take anything that we're not specifically here for.
Well,
However, I do
Derek
want to
took it.
look at the scrolls. I have one copyable scroll left.
And if any of the scrolls are rituals, you can
If
also
any of them
cast
rituals, I can steal them.
Assuming that bards can cast them.
If it's a ritual, I can steal it.
So I would like to look at the scrolls that are on the pedestal. How many? What's the breakup? 4 and 3, 5 and 2.
Books versus scrolls?
Yeah.
There are 2 scrolls and 5 books.
All right. I would like to look at the scrolls and see if they're anything worth copying.
Let me know if any of them are rituals.
Okay, so the 2nd and the 4th pedestal are the 2 things that hold the scrolls.
Yeah.
1 scroll is the Infinite Page of Illusion.
Is that a ritual? No. Are you sure we're not going to steal stuff? Let's be
Wait a
honest
minute,
here.
what's the other one?
Infinite Page of Divination.
Oh,
I
fuck.
Those are both things that would be very convenient for the safety of the world.
Yeah, but then next season Thorkillin's going to come looking for him.
So we'll fucking kill him with the divination thing or something else. So we have the spells.
I really want to take
If we
these.
have them, he doesn't have them. That's all I want to say.
I only have 1 copy.
But
All right, I'm going to think for a minute.
Okay.
So other people can look at the books while I'm.
We're looking for
I'm gonna look
that
at the
book.
books. That one.
What was the name of it?
This is on brand.
Yep.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
Well, I'm gonna look at all the books, and if a title pops up that sounds familiar,
All right, so you guys start from... I'll just put this together for you. Thaddeus,
Thanks.
you are staring at the 2 scrolls, having
Longingly.
a very big
Moral dilemma.
moral dilemma. Yep. And McNastly, you start at pedestal number 7, and Malphaedor, you start at pedestal number 1, and you make your way toward each other. On pedestal number 1, there is a book called The Trial of 3 Lich Ards. Underneath, it says Lich Ard Simmons.
two seconds. Trial of what?
3 Lich Ards.
ARDS.
Oh, I got it.
So there's Lich Ard Simmons,
Lich Ard Simmons.
Lich Ard Nixon.
God damn it.
It's all the same book, right?
Yep. And Lich Ard Pryor.
God, fuck.
Okay.
Why does anyone listen to us?
It gets better. All right, so McNastly, the book that you look at.
Oh, this wasn't even my book. I'm just writing
That
notes.
was Malphaedor's book. The book that you look at is called Fat Booty. PhatBooty.
I wrote that wrong. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I gotta get this right.
And on the cover, there is a picture of some pirates and some treasure on a boat.
Oh, I can't say it reminds me of Urk. Different character. Never
Yep.
mind.
That was on which pedestal?
That was number 7.
Okay.
The picture of the pirate is one of the pirates a dwarf with a very average beard, something totally normal and
Completely normal beard. It's completely normal.
completely normal.
Yes.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Luxurious, beautiful
beard.
And then there's a very young, like maybe 15-year-old.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Cool,
there
cool.
as well. Yep. Okay. All right. So that was pedestal number 7. So pedestal number 3 has a book called Oath Slinger.
Huh. It's like these books were specifically curated to relate to us.
Pedestal number 6 has the title The Ancients of the Seas and Mountains. And pedestal number 5 is The Unbridled Wrath and the Portal of Mount Obix.
Well, that sounds fucking familiar.
Some
I'm just
would
gonna write
say
under 5. I'm just writing book we want.
quest item obtained.
Bridal book.
What Oathling? What?
Oathslinger.
Whoa, that's not how
and
English
the
works.
Ancients of the Seas and
Yeah, which one was Oathslinger? That was number
3.
3
Yep.
and 7. The Lich one was number 1.
1.
Cool. All right. I argue my point again that we just take all of them. I don't remember if we were told specifically not to do that.
No, we weren't, but we're the good guys. We're not supposed to be stealing stuff.
The Thorkillin guy came up with some sketchy things.
I really want these 2 scrolls.
We've come a long way and dealt with a lot of shit to get here. I don't give a rat's ass what Thorkillin thinks.
I'm just saying.
All right, I'm gonna take those 2 scrolls.
Okay, I was gonna start rolling for persuasion if you didn't let me do this.
At the same time, I
those
will
are too
grab
valuable.
the unbridled, whatever it is that we're after, just in case.
And some Indiana Jones shit starts, rocks start falling, everyone run.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole collective begins to collapse. No, actually nothing happens. You just pull it.
Yeah, you responded too quickly. I'm like, oh, fuck!
The ground rumbles and fresca rains from the ceiling.
I was joking when I said it.
Fresca.
I'm surprised you don't want to go for Oathslinger there, buddy.
They're not too far away from each other, so...
Oathbreaker.
Being with the whole... the theming of the potential.
Grab Unbridled Wrath of Mount Obix.
Well, I mean, there's one that seems really bard-centric, and Fat Booty's kind of calling around over here.
Are we just going to clean out, take all...
bucket.
I'm taking them all.
Yeah.
Whatever they didn't take, I now have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Trial of the Lichards is with me.
Yeah, you can have that one.
Trial of the 3 Lichards.
And
I might read the Fat Booty later.
I might read it later, too.
It seems like an adventure that I would enjoy.
We're not going to judge how you use Mage Hand.
He's like, can I just cast invisibility on my arm?
Well, no, I wouldn't want to cast it. I don't...
The stranger.
That's when you sit on your arm for a while, and you cast invisibility on something else. And then it just becomes a finding game.
Oh,
God.
Okay.
Leave it to you to turn it into a game of hide and seek.
It's just close to normal life.
Kazoo the whole time.
Got a free hand.
Good time.
Quality content.
Yep.
This is why they come here.
It took a couple seasons, but we've solidly got some masturbation jokes. It's been a while.
Yeah, Fat Booty's definitely a graphic novel. Okay.
All right, cool. We stole the fucking books.
Yeah, you stole the books.
Big
right.
cleaned house.
And remember, with those scrolls, if there's rituals,
You can copy them.
show them to me. Because then we can do bad things. I mean, good things. I mean, good things.
All right, you guys have successfully completed your quest.
Yay, we win it.
Yay!
That's Derek happy for you guys
Yeah,
too.
we're all high fiving, dancing around. Derek's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but
We did it, guys.
so, Derek, this is specifically what you
It's
did.
been a long journey.
We really pulled through on this one.
Derek, this is specifically what you did not want to have happen. Like, oh fuck!
Did we bother with any of the gold in that one room?
I don't think we should.
Gold is semi-pointless.
Yeah, this stuff is way more valuable
Yeah, absolutely.
in our possession than it is locked in a vault. Gold.
Yeah.
I am going to peruse said magic items, though. Because
Okay.
we already stole some. Let's do a little more.
Animate.
Fuck. 14.
What are you trying to find out? Like, what do you?
I just want to see what magic items are available, if I recognize any of them, or if there's any that,
we
Are
can
pretty
say,
obvious.
and it stand out as
A
being
ring of protection or
yeah,
whatever.
like
Yeah.
things that I would really, really want.
The first thing that you come across is a ring of fire resistance. I don't want to go through the whole list. Like, can we? Like, if you want to try and take something,
5 items.
5 items. What are you looking for? Like the rings, the weapons, the I mean, Thorkillin is a very, very old dude who has accumulated
A lot of
a
stuff.
lot of stuff.
You already have that sword. You probably don't need any more
I don't
weapons.
need a weapon, really. We
you-
already went through the scrolls.
Is there a portable hole?
And remember stuff. there are things too that
Bag
like
of holding.
that you guys have to attune to. So if
Yeah,
you
I've got all 3
Yeah,
of my
so
slots
I'm
filled, so I'm not worried about
I'm going to look
items
for
at the moment.
basically
Bag of
incredibly
holding. Finally, he needs one.
I do want incredibly
You need a bag of holding.
like a high value item. So like bags of holding, rings of protection,
I will tell you what.
armor.
If you roll
really?
a nat 20 right now,
Sending stones.
a nat 20, I will give you a bag of holding that you find.
Is that me?
Yep,
After all?
just McNastly.
All right.
Did he just really? Did Mike just roll in that 20?
You go the fuck home.
Yes, I did.
Use my fucking die. You got a 20. You're fucking around over there.
He rolled a 20. It's right there.
Nope.
Fucking.
Do it right. He just jinxed it too.
It's an 18.
Yeah, no.
That was close. I get the plus 2, though, right?
Of course, it landed on... I do technically get it, but it's not natural.
It's not how nat 20s work.
Advantage.
So you're looking for what now?
So with an 18... I'm looking for... we'll go for... Like... I don't know what sending stones are, but yeah, like sending stones, rings of protection, and armor. Like those, like
You
kind
get
of
2
areas.
sending stones.
Relics.
And they're like walkie-talkies, basically.
Gotcha. I do actually remember what those are then.
Yeah.
So magic items, not necessarily the bag of holding level, but like that second tier.
Yeah,
high
you
value
do
item.
find 5 sending stones
Oh my god, yes.
with an 18. You find that ring of fire resistance that I mentioned. And what else were you looking for?
But like some really high level armor kind of things.
And
More towards my style.
Light armor.
Like light armor that's going to have pluses or advantages. Magic armor.
There is leather arm.
Chain.
There's leather armor in here. It's called bright leather armor. It doesn't give you any bonuses to your armor class outside of the normal leather armor, but it does give you advantage on charisma saving throws.
Gotcha.
For
no
an
other-
18, you wanted 2 other things. There's a chalice of water breathing, where if you fill it with water and then drink from the chalice, you can breathe underwater for 1 hour.
Oh, are there anything musical? That's probably what I should ask her. Kazoo, specifically.
No new kazoos.
Darn, I was looking for Tiny Kazoo so I could do my Alakazoo attack.
There is a... I didn't name it very well. I just named it Fake Diamond. That you can give to somebody as a diamond and then summon it back within the hour and it reappears back in your inventory.
Nice. What is the quote-unquote worth of the diamond?
I put 200 gold.
Oh, nice.
So I didn't name it though, dude. Should we name it?
We'll have to think of something.
Diamond to fuck you.
No, something more subtle.
Yeah.
Neil's Diamond?
Yeah, God, that would have been...
Steel diamonds?
No, that comes off too. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
literally, it
Was
is
it,
the diamond of stealing.
Silver Bullet Diamond?
We'll think about it. We'll keep moving on. You have a diamond that you can give to somebody, and it returns to you now. You can name it whatever the fuck you want, actually.
I have
Alright.
nothing. I'll think of the pun later. Cool, I got 5 cool things. Thanks.
You got 5 cool things,
Okay.
and none of them have to be attuned.
Oh, hey, look at that. They don't. Thanks. That's a
Alright.
long list, I'm sure.
Those sending stones are gonna be useful.
Yeah, we got 2 extra ones. We could theoretically give one to Derek.
No, I'm done with Derek after this.
Oh my god!
He'd give us a call every couple days, be like, "Hey guys, how are you doing?"
Just checking in.
Like, Derek, we're in the middle of a fucking fight.
What are you guys doing?
Hey, I'm gonna go get something to eat at the Sizzler. You guys wanna come along?
Derek, we are in the world of Cthulhu right now, and I don't have time.
Oh, so maybe like some seafood?
I am trying my best not to get angry.
I haven't seen you guys in so long. I miss you.
I'm gonna be in Cheddar next week.
You guys want to hang out?
I sent you guys a seagull, but you never responded. Are you guys not getting my seagulls?
Seagulls don't exist in the realm of fire, buddy. That's not gonna happen.
Okay, we're moving on. This bit is over.
That's 30 minutes later. This is the episode of Derek.
Have we not quite beaten this horse enough? Are you sure we can't get a couple more out of it?
We'll loop back around if you guys come up with anything. All right, so
The outro is just us doing Derek voices.
so Derek is sitting there watching you guys make fun of him,
Favorite NPC now.
and yeah, so
He's listening to us like, what the fuck, guys?
so what do you guys do? You got all these books now.
Leave. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
We're done here.
We've stolen a lot of things. We should probably get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Yep. Make haste.
Yep.
All right, so you guys get out to the main area, and there's still Squirtle there, and you guys pop out, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on in there?"
Just saving the world, Squirtle.
Hell yeah, you are.
I really wish silence worked the way I wanted it to.
Pound rock,
Be like,
heroes.
no.
He puts his fist up for a fist bump.
I will awkwardly reach out, grab it, and shake it.
That's what I'm talking about. Right
I definitely high five it.
there. So unique, so awesome.
Oh God!
What are we doing with this guy? This motherfucker knocked me out.
I don't care what we do with Derek. I just want to leave the collective.
Yeah.
Derek, you're under arrest by Diamond Security Guild.
Well, Derek's been real.
Thanks, Derek.
Remember, Derek, you didn't meet us.
Yeah, whatever. I now see the error of my ways, and I will turn my life to a life of good, away from this life of crime. Thank you for teaching me such a valuable life lesson.
Good job, Derek.
Shut up, Derek. Come along, now.
I'll whisper over to Squirtle. He's a minion of Carl, who is a minion of one of the lieutenants of Douche.
God, I can't stand that guy.
He's a douche. Yeah!
It's pronounced douche.
Yeah.
My bad. I get that wrong a lot.
He's a real douche.
I'm glad you guys were able to come out of there in one piece.
Mostly.
Mostly. I love you guys.
Respect.
I love you too, guys.
And they both leave.
We have fans.
Oh God.
I just see those two like going out and getting a beer or something.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have a spin-off podcast, The Adventures of Squirtle and Derek.
That's your one shot.
It's just Nick by himself.
It's just Nick
for
in
an
a
hour
room.
each episode.
Nick in a room talking to himself. Some scripts he wrote.
Was my two least favorite voices I've ever done. I hate both of those NPCs.
We give the people what they want.
I hate it. Some dumb fuckery right here.
We're speaking it into existence.
All right, for fuck's sake, we're moving on. So you guys are out of the vault now. What do you want to do to wrap this up and head back?
Well, I'm a little suspicious of Manny now.
No,
We've
I don't know.
done what we
Yeah,
needed to do. Let's head back to Cheddar.
Okay.
yeah, just tell Manny or tell Chuck to
Yeah, we'll
investigate.
we'll send a rider or
Manny.
something later, maybe.
Okay.
Call him maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys leave the collective. Do you go back to Sadamar, or do you just go down the mountain? Just fucking peace out.
I stole a lot of shit. I'm out.
Yeah, we should just get out of.
Yeah,
Let's get away from town, and then we can camp. And then in the morning, I'll have my spell slots back, and I can cast Teleportation Circle and get us back to Cheddar instantly.
sounds good.
And
Okay.
then who the fuck knows what we're doing after Cheddar.
Yeah.
Are you going to do anything with those magic items to inspect
Yeah,
them?
I'm gonna definitely. Oh, do I not know who they are technically?
Yeah, technically you don't.
Yeah, then I would use my.
I was just trying to rush along the stealing process as much as possible, but yeah, you didn't really identify any of them.
Nastly doesn't know what they are.
The sending stones, we'll say Thaddeus knows what sending stones is just from looking
Like,
at them.
automatically.
Yeah.
Then I will
Okay.
throw a sending stone to him and to Thad,
Okay.
or into Malphaedor,
Mal.
so we always have one on
Yep.
us, and I'll keep the other two for the next time we need to give one to somebody.
Okay.
And these just work by literally activating, speaking, and done.
Yeah, it's pretty much a walkie-talkie. You
Dope.
just speak into it, and whoever's got one of the matching ones can hear it.
Hey, we got some enemies over here on Alley 1. Over.
Roger, over.
Are you guys shopping? You guys show up. McNasty's like, she was trying to take the last pineapple. Attack!
I'ma fuck him up! Does identify... I have a scroll of identify. Does that only work on one item?
Yes.
Fuck.
That's fine. We'll get it. We'll camp.
Let me
Teleport back to Cheddar, and then we can get somebody at Gagme to identify
Let
everything.
me look at my spell slots. I don't have identify. I have dispel magic, which would be the opposite of what I want to do.
Do you want to use that identify on one of them?
Can identify be used as a ritual?
Ooh, I think it can.
Yeah, I've never looked up the spell of identify. Or I have only once. Don't know. It probably.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can. So you can put that into your ritual book.
You can burn it off the scroll and put it into your book.
Yep, so tonight before we go to bed, I will spend time learning identify, putting it in my book. And
Let's do camping.
Yay,
Okay,
camping.
so you guys get down the side of the mountain. We're not going to do random travel rolls because it's the last episode of the season. So well,
this is the one time we'd roll
close to
20s
last,
up.
close to last episode of the season.
Nope.
And you guys get to a campsite, and you sit down at the campsite, and McNastly, you start up dinner just like you normally would, and then you put that identify spell into your bardic ritual casting book.
Yes.
And you then do it on the items.
Yeah. So I'll use the scroll of identify real quick on the items on the ring of resistance.
Okay.
Or fire resistance. I'll learn that's what it is.
Okay, so you'll learn that one first. That you put the spell in your book. It burns up that scroll. That scroll becomes just a piece of paper. So it dissolves. And then you cast it on that ring of fire resistance, which is really cool for you. But you also find out that there is some kind of permanent tracer magic on this ring.
Am I able to specifically dispel the tracer magic?
Not without dispelling the entire item.
Bitch ring.
Yeah, chuck that bitch into the lake.
Put it on something mobile.
There, you can tie it to a squirrel.
Yeah.
I will do it. I actually will. I have a plan for that right now. But
Put it on a goat somewhere.
so I'm gonna throughout the night. I'm gonna do that in the rest of the items. Do I find
All of the items have that tracer spell on it.
Okay. Throughout the rest of our journey.
Not the books though. I
Okay.
assume you do it on the books and the scroll too.
I was gonna do
Those
it
things are clean. Just the magic items.
So with the magic items, then for
Oh, there go our sending stones.
sad, and I can't.
You can't dispel just that part. Oh well.
There's no way to spell only one part.
No, it's
Yep, they're dirty.
not dispel partial magic. It's
Okay.
dispel magic.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes. So I can do it every time. All right, then
Alright.
I am going to use another one of my ritual spells, Animal Messenger,
Okay.
and I am going to send the Ring of Fire Resistance, which is small enough for birds, I would assume.
Okay.
How big of an animal can you summon?
I think you can do like a crow.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say if you just put all the items aren't real big, put them in a bag. If you can summon like a deer, tie it to the antler, and just send it off
I
into
think
the
it's
woods.
got to be a tiny animal. I'm
Oh.
pretty sure, like a squirrel or a
Some
bird.
kind of bird. Yeah.
Tiny beast.
Yep,
Squirrel,
tiny beast.
blue jay, or bat is the example.
Okay.
So I'll just do a seagull since we're near the sea at this point.
And plus, seagulls are like
Just feed it to the seagull.
they're just part of this game.
Mine. Yep. So the armor I will just kind of bury in the woods. I'll hide it.
Okay.
The chalice of water breathing I'm going to throw in the nearest body of water I find.
Okay.
I'm just going to be a fucking dick. I'm just going to hide things laying around. The fake diamond, I'm going to dispel the magic and keep that because I can still sell it for 200 gold.
Yep.
Nice.
And then the sending stones and the ring of fire resistance, I'm going to call a flock of birds and send them all in different directions.
Flock of seagulls.
And I'll send them to different... So I know the name of Douche,
Yep.
and I know the names of his subordinates, correct?
Carl, Temple,
And Temple.
and Whispers. Who's
Do I know
that?
their approximate locations?
Nope.
Do you have to? Can you just say go that way until you find Temple? And it just goes that way forever?
Send them
It has to be
to,
a place I've visited
send them to Meraxi's Tower.
and a description of the person that they're looking for. So they'd have to be somewhere I've already been, and I would have to have a description.
Oh, he has
Send them to Derek.
Be a dick move. That would be a monstrously dick move. What about...
So we're doing that, right?
Don't I know where Shia LaBeouf's girlfriend, what's her name?
Temple.
Temple. No.
I know what city Temple's in, right?
No,
No,
you guys thought
we don't.
she was in Cheddar. She was in Cheddar. but she bailed and left Chai there to run her stuff, and then Chai got killed.
Should have find out where she was. I could have said all this shit.
Yeah, you guys did not question Chai. You just held person him in the air and butchered him.
Yeah, we murked him really bad.
That was bad. It was brutal.
Yeah, I just got to send it all to Derek.
All right.
Okay.
So I send all of those items directly to... Oh, wait. That's a terrible decision. Because Derek will just give those straight to...
Carl.
Yeah. Oh, he's in jail.
Derek didn't know where Carl was, guys.
Yeah, but...
Oh, that's true. He said he was...
Yeah, but he'd get with Manny, and Manny would find a way.
Well, we don't know that Manny's bad.
No, well, whatever.
He said Bourne was the guy who
Bourne was the
in
one
contact
taking
with
care
But
of.
Bourne was in contact with Manny.
Yeah, but then Carl would have to deal with the tracer magic.
That's fair. If this Thorkillin guy's a problem, that's their fucking
Hey.
problem now.
You didn't like the Thundercats, right?
I really didn't. But
You
that's
sent him to Snarf.
But that's very evil. Like, I'm chaotic neutral, not chaotic evil. I don't want to murder their entire city by some elf that could come down out of nowhere like a god. Ooh, the gods.
I don't think
your animal messenger could go to another realm.
No.
No.
And we're not using potato salad just as a garbage disposal.
Hey, we've talked about you not saying that.
Garbage disposal. Shit gets tossed in the portal of garbage. Closed it real quick. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to send I'll send the items to Derek.
All right.
He's going to have a bad day.
He's in jail. I don't...
Oh, the animal messengers can get through bars.
Oh,
and
no, I'm not
windows.
worried about that. He's not going to get out of... He's not going to climb through the window. He's a half-orc.
Well,
He's going to be sitting in a room with fire protection ring, and then Thorkillin's going to come in and take it back.
And kill him.
Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yep.
the name.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what I do.
That's a good plan. The best plan we have at the moment.
Okay.
Does Derek know our names?
We never introduced ourselves.
No.
That's right.
And we never said each other's names.
So
That's
only
It was always,
if...
hey, guys.
Only if what's-his-face did it.
Bourne.
Yeah.
Which Bourne
Is dead.
probably didn't like his brother that much. From the way he almost killed him. It's good.
You could just chuck those fire
Yeah.
potions in there.
Right at him. Multiple times. I'm going to take a wild guess. Bourne wasn't overly concerned.
They did not have good Thanksgivings.
No. So, yep, that's what I do.
Okay.
I'm very sad that I do not get to keep those.
People, yeah.
Well,
You guys could have kept
Sad
him.
day.
You don't know
Yeah.
that Thorkillin's even a bad guy.
I'm not fucking with people.
It doesn't matter if he's a bad guy. If we stole his shit, he's not
Yeah.
going to be happy with it.
He's not a nice guy after we steal his stuff.
Yeah.
I love that you guys are all on board with this immediately. You're like, nope, get rid of all of it. Nope, get it all gone. I
Get rid of
figured at least one of you guys would try to
Nope.
convince the party to hang it, but you're
Nope.
all like, nope.
Get rid of it. I'm not messing with this guy.
I'm all
Nope.
for theft without repercussions, but not with repercussions.
Okay, quick note. In case anybody would like to remind Malphaedor, he did not save any of those 3 skulls.
You dumb piece of shit.
Oh.
Yeah. I forgot.
All right, well,
Oops.
guess who has to go off into the night and be murdery?
I've got work to do.
All right, well, after losing all my items and making dinner, I'm going to go to bed.
And Malphaedor, what are you doing?
Apparently preparing for the wrath of Crazy Moon Bitch.
I mean, I don't know if it's
Did
counts
she
as rap,
give
but
you-
it's just directly murder.
Did she give you an exact time frame?
No, she
No.
said the next 5
No, she
kills.
just said the next kills.
No.
Oh, technically, you
Son of a
didn't
bitch.
Yeah,
kill
technically
any.
those weren't my kills.
Yeah, he didn't kill any of them. I did.
Yes. So those
So
were
he's safe.
Thaddeus' kills.
We'll see if she thinks that.
Off on a technicality.
Loophole!
Hey!
We'll see if that works out.
Improve your charisma.
It's already 18. I'm going to relax in our campsite, staring at the stars, hoping that tomorrow will be a peaceful day
In Cheddar.
in Cheddar.
Because teleportation circle.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'll just spend the rest of the evening in quiet contemplation.
Okay.
Very pensive.
All right, Thaddeus, what are you doing before bed?
I'm going to wander into the woods, making the excuse that I have to use the restroom. Saw some plants in need of watering. I want to walk about 10, 15 minutes away from camp, so I'm definitely out of earshot. Nobody can hear me. I'm going to sit on a tree, find a tree that has fallen in the woods, and sit down on it real quick.
Also known as a log?
A log, yeah. It's still a tree. Does it stop becoming a tree?
Once it becomes sideways?
Yeah.
Yeah, becomes a log.
I'm going to sit down on this natural bench.
So once I sit down, I'm going to pull a scroll out from under my hat.
Oh no, the legendary hat scroll.
Yep. So I'll stare at it for a few minutes, thinking about what I could do with this very important scroll.
And then he draws a dick on it.
Nope, not exactly. He stares at it for several minutes, thinking about all the things he could do with this scroll. He could end the threat that he's been chasing for months. He could gain so much power that he could challenge a god, or he could simply retire to another plane and finally relax. But he's heard stories about how, if not worded exactly right, terrible things could happen while still fulfilling its intended use. His gaze shifts from the scroll to the hands that are holding it. When did they become so stiff and leathery? They weren't the hands he remembered. Then the smallest of ideas hit. He has time to ponder the details, but for now he has to get back to camp. His companions might come looking for him if he's gone too long. As soon as he gets back, he says he's going to sleep and enters his tent. His mind is too active to actually sleep. He has until the other two fall asleep to choose the words he needs to use. It takes a few hours, but he's chosen his words carefully, and he can hear the other two snoring from their tents.
Hey Internet homies, it is Nico, your DM. And I just want to take a quick minute to say thank you for everyone who has listened to the show. I know some people have dove into Season 3, starting at Season 3, and really love the story and the arc. Some people have been listening from the beginning, and we just cannot tell you how much we appreciate all of our listeners and all the people who reach out to us. It has been a mind-boggling, amazing journey so far, and we just want to say thank you for all of your support, all of your listening, and we hope that you're having as much fun with this as we are. So you'll notice that we kind of broke up the episode a little bit with a midway break here, and actually this is something you're going to see for the rest of this season, which is really only 2 more episodes after this one, and probably going into Season 4, we're going to mix it up a little bit on how we do our episodes, so hang in there with us while we're still trying to figure this out. What these midway breaks are going to do for us is allow us to transition from the heroes campaign to the villains campaign in the same episode. So you'll be able to listen to both parties every week instead of having to wait every other week. With that in mind, I'm going to shut up now and let you bounce over to the villains. And remember, be safe, we love you all, and stay foolish. The villains just killed the last 2 remaining members of the Goldenrod family and freed Ayda from their pursuit, and then also collected 15,000 gold. And,
oh yeah.
And Hesh and Ayda and Francis are all now wheelbarrowing a treasure chest full of gold across town back to the docks with all of the pirates / businessmen that work the Sea Lab, and they're heading back to Captain Murphy and to Douche, and they, from what I understand, are trying to make it as timely as possible because they just murdered the 2 probably wealthiest people in town right now and want to leave as soon as humanly possible. Correct?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Sweet. So,
First, sorry.
We've kind of made a habit of this.
Real quick, would still be in a hurry as a flautist, going by, if I may, 15 gold worth of rations, which is 30, so we could do 10 each.
okay.
All right.
So you're rushing back to the docks, and you guys are running past the general store, and
There's a
Hesh
hot dog
says,
cart.
"Oh,
I go, wait! No, go on. I'll be there in just a moment. Ooh. Do you have rations? I'll take 30. Hurry up.
I'll take some bunions and
Take bean dip.
bean dip,
Some soda rods.
some Schnorritos,
Get some Slim Jims.
Can I get some Shanta? The orange can.
and a Fresca,
Get some Slim Jims.
and some Slim Jims.
Are you still dressed as Macho Man?
No, he's the flautist.
Yeah,
That's right.
I would have switched, to the flautist.
Okay, so you fall back to buy some rations. You, Francis and Ayda go running ahead to get to the Sea Lab, and you wheelbarrow the treasure chest right on up the ramp and into the boat, and Captain Murphy sees you coming and says, Hey, welcome back. I guess throw that down in pod 6.
All right, but could you get someone down to clean up? It smells like rotten potatoes.
Sturmy, go clean up the potatoes out of pod 6. I don't care how you do it, just get it done. All right, and then Hesh comes hobbling up as the flautist with his little flout as well.
Paper sacks of... Yep.
I call it a flout now instead of a flute.
Yep, a flout.
Yeah.
Who still buzzes every now and then.
Yeah. Your little gazer is the flout. So he's like...
It's not the right one.
Alright, and Captain Murphy says, are we ready to cast off?
I'm not sure why we haven't already. Let's go.
No, well, Schmertz, cast off, you son of a bitch. I know your mother was a lovely lady. Let's go. And they cast off. And you guys get the gold down into pod 6. And just as you're coming back up from pod 6, you see Douche walking out of the captain's quarters and onto the deck. And he looks over and sees you guys and says, well, look what we have here. You guys made it.
I will drop disguise.
No, Mr. Douche.
Francis the Lion.
So we got that scroll you were looking for, but it's not an infinite scroll. It just locates things.
Huh.
Yeah, sorry, we weren't really expecting you here until just this morning, or last night, whenever it was. Some guys. But yeah, we've got that, but, you might be able to use it to locate that infinite scroll.
Yeah, do you mind if I take a look at that?
Sure, buddy, here you
I
go.
have no objection.
Ah, very good.
We fetched it for you.
Yeah, deal's a deal. I'll get you guys your 500 gold as soon as you're...
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you guys don't want it.
No, we'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Gimme.
All right, yeah, I've got it. I got it in the captain's cabin. Murphy, get them their gold out of the cabin. Murphy's like, every fucking time somebody comes into my boat, they take my captain's cabin and go get the gold out of your cabin. Yeah, it's fucking assholes. Yeah, not a problem, douche. Douche. And he goes off to the captain's quarters to get you guys your gold.
Is that 500 apiece?
Yep. A few seconds later, he comes out with Yoshi, and Yoshi's with him, and they're bringing out 3 coin bags full of gold, and he drops each one off to you.
Yoshi, long time no see. Wank.
Yoshi just nods his head and puts out a spore arm.
Wait, is that the bounty hunter?
And then I will turn to the flautist again, just like my shoulders up.
Okay.
And then give him another wink.
He gives a weird mushroom wink back, but his eye just closes. It doesn't wink with the eyelid that wrinkles up, or the face that scrunches. His eye, just one eye just closes, and the other one's staring at you.
Just stays closed.
Just stays closed. Yeah.
I drop disguise and take a half step backwards.
He cracks open a bottle of tussle milk and starts drinking it.
To Francis, I like him.
He's an interesting fellow.
Douche says, "Yeah, I ran into Yoshi after I left Mount Telioke, and I thought I'd hire him, kind of keep me company along the way."
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I've met people like that before, I think. But
Yeah, they were
worked
super
with one.
into like fitness, right? And,
Yeah.
like, health. And it's a weird bunch.
I work out too. I think we're best friends now.
So Douche was saying that to you while he was kind of looking through the scroll, and he nonchalantly says, I found the scroll that I was looking for. It was the infinite scroll of transmutation. I found the enchantment one and the necromancy one before that. So I've got 3 of them now. This doesn't appear to be a scroll that will lead me to another infinite scroll, though. This looks like... Oh my god. Come with me. And he walks off the deck and back into the captain's quarters.
Should we bring Murphy? Okay. I'll follow. I'm curious now.
By all means.
Absolutely.
Okay, so he walks in. He takes some chalk out of his pocket and starts
Anybody
drawing.
have a towel, though? I kind of like to wipe some of this blood off.
Prestidigitation while he's working with the chalk.
So he draws this outline on the floor and a few items, and then he puts the scroll down on the floor and he activates it, and a portal pops up in front of him. And he says, Murphy, bring the boat out, maybe a mile out into the Vulcan Straits, and then wait there for us. I think I can get this back with the portal on the floor now, but don't go too far away from where we are right now. We should be back in no time. He says, what I promised you guys is done. The job you did for me is done. I don't envision any threats or any kind of danger going in, but if you'd like to continue working for me, I think I have some more jobs for you guys to do. I made good on my end, and you guys seem to make good on yours, and that's all I ask for in a business partnership.
Yeah, it paid pretty well. Wink.
Are we all saying wink? Because of Francis?
But I wouldn't mind if you guys came along with me into this portal. I think I know where it's leading, but I wouldn't mind having just a couple of people around me for intimidation factors.
No.
Where?
Where are we going?
It's not so much where we're going, it's who we're going to. I think we're going to find Thorkillin.
Refresh me. Is that a god, right? That's a god.
No, Thorkillin was the guy that had the vault that he had sent Carl to.
Okay.
So he had sent Carl to do that job at the vault, and Carl couldn't get in to Thorkillin's vault.
Not Gagny related? Like he's not associated with Gagny?
He's not associated with Gagny.
Okay. Alright.
No, Thorkillin was a collector, and he had all this big collection at the vault that talked about portals, and Douche's magic's been all around portal magic. So he sent Carl to go do that, and that was before Carl came back and recruited you guys. But they got into that fight when they were at the monastery where the monks were.
Yeah.
They got into that fight because he couldn't get into Thorkillin's vault.
Gotcha.
So now this portal will take him right to Thorkillin.
Everybody got that? Good.
All right. What do we do with the chest? We just leave it here?
Then we're coming back to the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can fit it. They don't like pot sticks anyway.
It smells funny.
Suck pod.
Bunch of jerks.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Alright, he casts a spell, and a large portal opens, and it opens up in front of an old wooden door. And before he goes to the door, he walks over and picks up the big red phone and holds it up to his face, and he says, "Send Yochi in here." So he hangs up the phone, and so a few seconds later, Yochi comes into the room, and he's like, "I want you to come with me too. Let's go." And so he steps through the portal and up to the wooden door, and he opens the door, and it swings open, and you can see into the portal and now into the wooden door, and the wooden door leads to a large stone corridor. And he begins walking into the corridor.
I'm going to follow through.
I'm going to pull out my bagpipes and follow. Just wailing.
I will also go in.
All right.
Is our rapiers?
Nothing's buzzing.
Good.
Nothing's buzzing.
Except Carlos.
Except Carlos.
Every now and then.
So you guys
He might be a problem.
follow him. Yochi brings up the rear, And the corridor winds for a while down into the earth, and it widens and then thins as you guys walk. You don't hear any sounds of water. You don't feel any drafts of air. The farther you get in, you don't hear any outside noises. It's just the footsteps of the party. And you walk this way for a little over an hour. And then you come up to the end of this stone-shaped carved, like dwarven carved corridor, right? So even though it's expanded like the cave walls and stuff normally do, they were all carved, beautifully carved the entire way. And you come up to the end of this corridor, and it is another old wooden door with just a single knob handle. And Douche opens the knob and pushes the door forward, and it opens out into a field. And sunlight covers the scenery of everything. Like, it's beautiful sunlight all over. And the crop is made of strange mushrooms, like giant mushrooms that are kind of like the same height of like a soybean crop, right? So it's not like a huge corn, but they're large size mushrooms that are just one full crop out in the middle of a field that looks like it's being grown in sunlight. And Douche walks confidently out into the field and crosses the field and gets to an old dirt path. And you see that he starts walking toward a building that looks to be either a tavern or an inn or something along those lines.
Walking into the field, immediately turn back towards Yoshi and say, "Friends of yours?"
Yoshi stands up a little bit straighter and puffs out his mushroom spores.
I'll take that as a yes. And then I'm going to continue walking.
Don't antagonize him. He's probably extremely strong.
Does Francis say that?
Yes.
Okay, so message to Francis and say, I don't know how strong he can be if I had to do his job for him.
So Yoshi closes the door behind him and like wipes off the handle. And so you guys get a little bit of space between him and Douche. But so Douche walks across the field and toward the tavern or inn. And I assume you guys are still following, until you say otherwise.
Yep.
There's no sign on the tavern, although there looks to have been one at some time. Is just faded and worn, and there's nothing there now, weathered beyond all identifying marks. Douche places his hand on the door handle, hesitates only briefly, and then turns the handle. He looks back over his shoulder at the party and says, "Yoshi, you can stay outside. Guard the door. The rest of you, I'll give you the choice. You can, again, follow me or stay at the door with Yoshi. What you do is completely up to you. I don't know what's going to happen beyond this door, and I cannot guarantee your safety. But the option is yours."
What are the mushrooms?
What are the mushrooms?
Yeah.
They're
grown in broad daylight.
Those are sun shrooms. They're old crop. They don't really get tossed around. They used to be very popular in books that I've read, like a long, long time ago, before I was ever born. I mean, I would say that this whole crop would be worth thousands and thousands of gold if it was sold to royalty.
These things are big.
They're really big.
And we found a snake that can do that.
What are they used for?
Eating meals. They're kind of like a nutritional pack. They meet pretty much all your dietary needs in one mushroom.
God
Nice.
damn it.
Look,
God
fields
damn
of
it,
food.
Nico! Nico!
You bought the rations.
No, that's not what...
So he cracks open the door and he walks inside.
Before he actually opens the door, I'm going to do the whole hands to the hair and disguise self as macho and be like, let's do this, brother.
Inside the door, you see an Azamar man standing behind an old wooden bar, and a fireplace is crackling in the far corner. You can hear it and see it kind of faintly in the corner. And he appears to be, from your point of view, outside the door still, the only person inside.
I bet that's Thorkillin.
Does Douche walk in already?
Yeah, Douche walks in, yep.
I'm going to walk in as well.
Same.
Yeah.
A sword and warhammer hang crisscross above the bar. And the bartender doesn't look up, but he just sits there cleaning his glass in that perpetual motion that all bartenders do. And he says, "Please, sit wherever you like. I will be right with you." And Douche walks up to the bar, pulls the stool back, and takes a seat at the bar, like a normal patron, like he's nobody special.
The next day at Diamond Security Guild headquarters. Squirtle says,
"I can't believe they partnered you with me."
Derek holsters his wand of magic missile and replies,
"I know. I'm just really grateful that Gagme and the Diamond Security Guild has decided to give me another chance. A chance to do something good in this world. A chance to make up for all the bad stuff I've done."
Well, you better hold true to it, because never has Diamond Security seen such an unlikely duo to hit the streets.
With my contacts in the criminal underworld and the knowledge that I have, we'll be able to get them. We can catch all the criminals. We can catch them all.
Damn right we will.
Meanwhile...
As soon as he gets back, he says he's going to sleep and enters his tent. His mind is too active to actually sleep. He has until the other two fall asleep to choose the words he needs to use. It takes a few hours, but he's chosen his words carefully, and he can hear the other two snoring from their tents. He quietly slips out of his tent and heads into the woods in the same direction he did several hours ago. He finds that same fallen tree and slowly lowers himself into a sitting position. He's tired. His body aches more than he's noticed before this moment. He pulls a scroll from under his hat again and quickly unrolls it. He must use it quickly before he loses his nerve. This is an intense moment, and he's already sweating. He studies the page for a moment and then speaks. His voice cracks as he begins. I wish to live until I've learned all there is to learn. Silence. He remains seated on the fallen tree, and nothing happens. He knows there's a chance that the spell will just fail, and he'd never know. It also may have worked, and it could be years before he'd realize it. He rolls the scroll up and deposits it under his hat again. Frustrated, he stands up to head back to camp. It's time to sleep. He takes one step from the tree and stops. There's a strange feeling right in the center of his chest. It's warmth. He recognizes that warmth. He looks at the hand gripping the staff and sees it glowing orange. The same orange as when you hold your hand in front of a light source. He drops his staff and turns his hand to see his palm. The light almost blinds him. He starts to float off the ground a few feet. The light has started spilling from both his hands and his feet now. It shoots from his eyes as his head rolls back to stare at the sky. Light travels up his arms and legs and down his face and neck, and spiderweb cracks. And then the light explodes from Thadeus and fills the forest for a moment.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.
Wasn't that just magnificent? I was worried he was getting a little dodgy in the middle part, but then that finale, wow!